Hello, I'm David Barlow, and welcome to Inside the M. Today we're interviewing Mr. Filipiak. He is the moderator of the Cooking Club and also the Tai Chi Club. So, with Tai Chi, are there levels to it like karate?
Tai Chi is more about building sequence in the steps that you perform rather than progressing through levels. So the instructor that I learned from didn't give me belts or anything like that. The farther I got in the system, the more of the steps I knew to the pattern that I was performing. And at the end of the day, the pattern that I specialize in instructing has over 50 steps to it. So with the club, I think we covered like the first 5 or 6 steps the other day.
Wow, that's amazing. You said that you had a story for us about how you got into Tai Chi. Can you please elaborate?
So back in college, I actually took mixed martial arts. And it just so happened that I was trying to pick up a new technique one day. I was at the dojo after hours with a couple of the instructors, and I was shown a technique. And I performed it incorrectly in such a way that I stepped on my own toe, rolled it out backwards, and disconnected it in 3 places. You could see all 3 of these bones. Blood everywhere. It was like a Quentin Tarantino film. It was amazing. So I had a lot of nerve damage. And when I got back to the dojo, it was apparent that I was going to struggle with balance for a little while. And my senior sensei said, why don't I turn you over to this individual? They're an expert at Tai Chi. Tai Chi is about slow motion, balance, breathing, finding, your inner energy and learning to harness it for healing and for, self-care. Just everything about it seemed like a good choice for someone who just suffered a severe injury for recuperatory purposes. So I went along with it, and I loved it. And at the end of the process, he decided that I was entitled to the term Sifu, which means instructor. And that's how I got into Tai Chi.
Wow, that's an amazing story. What about like the times that you guys meet? Like, can I get?
So we're in room 203 with Miss Guo, and we meet on Tuesdays at 2:30 to 3 o'clock.
And now let's heading over to our cooking section.
Of course.
How did things go last year with the cooking club?
You know, it's a cash-only business, and that's hard on campus sometimes. So there were a lot of kids who wanted to participate but didn't come by the cash. So I've talked a little bit this year with Miss Lamb. We're working on trying to get a Zelle arrangement or a Cash App arrangement so that it's easier for kids to pay for their registration this year, and we get more involvement that way.
That's great.
So that would be fantastic if we could work that out. And yeah, I'd love to see our enrollment go up. We get a lot of interest. Lots of people register through the QR codes you see around the building, but not everyone pays their registration. So classes tend to be on the smaller side. So there's lots of space for people who might be interested.
What were the kids' favorite meals and favorite things to do during the club?
So the sugar cookies were fantastic. We actually made those a couple times last year and for a couple different occasions. Another really well-attended event was the personal pizzas that we did. We did sausage and pepperoni and mushrooms and onions and green peppers and spinach and Alfredo and all sorts of stuff.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was whatever combination you wanted, and we made the dough from scratch, and it was a lot of fun and very successful. And then with Miss Finch, who's no longer at Marion this year, she retired, she really enjoyed doing the gingerbread houses at Christmas with the kids. And that always drew a small crowd. So I'm not sure if we'll continue that tradition this year. Miss Morgan in the theology department is helping me this year. We'll see what goes. We're going to try some sloppy joe, and we're going to stir fry some chicken, and we're going to do some cookies and some brownies and some cakes, and hopefully we'll stir up a little bit of interest and just enough trouble to stay on the good side of the administration.
Absolutely. I think I'm gonna have to come. Definitely do like the sugar cookies.
Excellent.
What else do you guys have planned for this year? Like any big meals that you guys are gonna probably do?
Nothing this semester, just what I went through just now. We haven't talked about next semester yet, but I would love to do another cheese and fruit pairing session. Maybe do like a plate with cheese and meat and crackers and stuff like that. Something a little bit more sophisticated, charcuterie board or something like that. But in terms of big, we've only got the Convent kitchen for an hour most days, so we can't get too big.
Do you like cooking yourself, like outside of school?
Absolutely. I cook for my family every weekend. My daughters love my ribs. My son loves any part of the cow that I choose to prepare. And my mom really likes my salmon. So my dad and I, we pickle a lot of stuff too. Asparagus, green beans, beets, eggs.
And then, like, what days do you guys meet?
Cooking club is Mondays in the Convent kitchen from 2:30 to 3:30, 4 o'clock.
I'm David Barlow, and this is Inside the M with Mr. Filipiak.